Okay. I don't know which one it was, the power outages or my computer freezing, but one of those two happened. All right, let me reping. I gotta reping everything. Oh. We have restarted Dredge. There we go. That sucks immensely. I like how I'm just like checking my YouTube real quick and it's like, wow, you have one stream that lasted a whole minute and a half. I'm gonna delete that. Options, delete forever. That one's live. We're not deleting the one that's happening right now forever. Bad. Come on. Nope. Alright, it's still just me sitting here. Alright. I gotta look at my things real quick. I forgot to look at my things before starting. I was so preoccupied with, you know, doodling and making the thumbnail for like a day and a half straight that I forgot to check other things. Like, I still had like interactions and I still had time to, you know, like have a few rival games, have a few Fortnite games, have a few like, you know, like little games. Not like big stream games or like big like sessions, but like I could have like little like hour and a half, 2-hour play sessions and like little breaks to eat food and stuff while doodling the thumbnail. And I feel horrible because the stream died after I was like in my Discord. I was low-key little hyping it up a little bit, and I feel bad because I was hyping it up, and I even put the little thumbnail that I spent like 30 hours doodling, and I'm looking at it now and I'm like, it's so small, and I stressed over every little pixel in that, and I was like, oh, I can't believe what I've done to that thumbnail. And I'm like, I over-engineered it. I overdid it on the thumbnail, and I'm like, at least it looks good. I mean, like, I'll take overdoing it on the thumbnail on the YouTube side versus being that one dude that's just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna copy paste my face. Yes. Anyways, this is Dredge. We're here. We fish up fish. We fish up metal. We fish up wood. We fish up twine. We fish up fish that should not exist, but a lot of them will. And crab traps. It's gonna be crab trap simulator. You're gonna be like, what do you mean crab trap simulator? No one. It's like, I'm just gonna be dropping traps everywhere. Everywhere. That's my game plan. I got too late on the crab trap train, my last playthrough of Dredge, and that sucks because I was late to the crab party. The good old steam. What's a crab party called? It was like, it's not like a clam bake. It's like a clam bake, but it's like with a bunch of crabs. Does that even exist? I mean, like, I made myself hungry. I didn't eat today. That's how you know I haven't eaten today, because I'm talking about food immediately. But it's not my fault. The ocean is filled with food. And also creatures that want to kill you. They just happen to be the same thing. I'm just saying, if a crab was 20 times the size of me, like how I'm like at least 20 times the size of a crab, the crab would be eating me and putting traps out for me instead of the other way around, where I'm putting little crab traps in the ocean and they're crawling in, and then they become delicious, delicious meat on the dinner plate. Crabs, nature's walnuts. Wait, they already are natural. I was trying to do a funny little thing to where I'm like, a crab's like a nut. You just gotta crack it open and eat the meat on the inside, the good nut meat. And you'd be like, what do you mean nut meat? It's like, well, if you open up a walnut, like a lot of people refer to like the insides that you eat on like a walnut as like the meat of the nut. That's the meat. I didn't make the words. I didn't make the nut words. I merely used the nut words. All right. No, I want walnuts. God. You ever just try putting walnuts in just random crap? I have. Like, you can get like a whole box of just like chopped walnuts or crushed walnuts or just whole walnuts. It's like, you mean like you like break the walnuts? No one? It's like, no. You can just like get the nut meat, the insides of the walnut in a bag. That's big. A big bag of walnuts. And my favorite shit with that was you just grab the big bag of walnuts and you just put it on every ice cream you get. You go to the store, you get some cheap vanilla ice cream, and then you just start throwing walnuts in there, and you're like, what about like the chocolate syrup? What about like caramel? What about peanut butter? And it's like, why are you throwing peanut butter in your ice cream? No one. I'm just like, because it's good. All right, it's good to throw peanut butter in the ice cream. You know what's even better than throwing peanut butter in the ice cream? Mixing up the ice cream after you eat like a bit of it, throwing peanut butter in there, mixing it up, putting it back in the freezer, and then letting the peanut butter freeze with the ice cream and come together, and then put walnuts in it. And it's like, why do you have tech for like ice cream? No one. It's like, I don't get a lot of it, and so I have to make the ice cream that exists counts. But moral of the story is, big globs of peanut butter in vanilla ice cream is amazing. And if you're like, no one, I think having a Titanic-sized hunk of peanut butter in my vanilla ice cream is incredibly inconvenient, because I'm just basically eating frozen peanut butter. And it's like, you know what, you have a little point. You have a little point there. You may just be eating frozen peanut butter, but it's good, and it's sitting in ice cream, and it's covered in ice cream. And you can always, break it up. Or make it better. You can do a lot of things. And I really enjoy the stream's title. Did I say the stream's title yet? Where I was like, what was a funny thing for this Dredge stream? And I was like, I know exactly what I want to name this stream before and after I started. And I just wanted to name it Kidnapping Fish from the Ocean. I wanted to be very on point, because a lot of times people would be like, wow, fishing game. It's like, because I didn't realize this game was like a lot more fishing versus horror. I mean, like, it's horror if you stay fishing out at night. Don't do night fishing. That's just bad. But like day fishing, you just like fishing. It's not like I'm getting chased by a kraken. It's not like there's sharks. It's not like there's like a kajillion billion things getting me. Hold up a second. There's not like a kajillion billion things trying to get me. And it's kind of fun just kind of upgrading the boat, dropping crab traps, going like deep sea fishing, using a bunch of the tools to just kind of get a bunch of materials and other junk in Dredge. You know, a part of me is also realizing that spending a lot of time doing art for a thumbnail for a game specifically versus a general use one would have been better. And I'm just realizing this after, like, what's the words I'm looking for? The fattest drawing sessions I've done in a long time. I'm also realizing, if you're like, what's this like little thing you doodled? I'm like, I put it in the Discord. You can look at it. But it's also the thumbnail on YouTube, so you can also just look at YouTube. I'm now attempting to cope with the idea of I could have spent all that time making something absolutely amazing for a general use thing versus a one-off, like, not one-off, but like game specific. It's like, when else am I going to use an image of a boat with a crane on the back and oceans with eldritch horrors and big white text that says dredge on it? What other time will I be using that image besides when I'm playing Dredge? So I'm thinking about that right now, and I feel a lot of opportunities, you know, to use an image that says Dredge on it for anything else besides Dredge. Now I'm just shrinking down. Don't mind me. I'm just... Whoa, I flipped. It was weird. I think I'm too small. A little bigger? A little smaller? Somewhere in the middle? No, but, another thing I want to talk about is I feel bad that, my stream froze a minute and a half in, and somebody stopped by, like, within the first minute. Like, they were on it. Bitty Bud, thank you for showing up to the first Dredge stream that lasted a minute and a half. But my PC, I'm not sure if the power went out and it went on super quick or it froze. But my computer froze. And I was like, are you serious? I'm like, I was looking forward to doing this stream for so long, and my computer just crapped an entire brick. The whole brick came straight out its backside, and it died. It shouldn't say died. Like, if it died, there would be no stream. I just be sitting in my room crying a little bit. Oh. Because I wanted to do this stream. Also, it was on the list of games that one of my viewers was just like, no one, this is a list of games I want you to play. And I asked for it, and they gave it to me. And I told them I'd do it. And Dredge was in there. And I'm like, I want to replay Dredge. Mainly because last time I played it, I did the whole game. I got a bad ending. And apparently there's multiple endings. And... what's it called it? And I got the DLC. That was it. I forgot the word DLC. Do people even say DLC anymore? I mean, like, I feel like DLC is like such a like old term now. I mean, like, it's an accurate term, and it's what everything's filed on Steam. But I just feel like terms like DLC and add-ons, like, I feel like there should be like a different word for it, like a new like slang term, a new gaming term for DLC. And it's just like, what else would it be? No one. It's downloadable content. Why are you yawning? Cause I just woke up like an hour ago. Woke up at 9. I woke up. That's it. I woke up. I'm so tired. I should have slept more, but I'm like, I want to get an early start because I want to have a chat segment of the stream. I want to have a segment to where I have to do all the funny voices for all the characters. I need a segment to where I'm sitting here drinking the Gatorade bottle that I keep on refilling with water, even though I should probably just get a water bottle. I'm like the ocean. I like to drink microplastics. Wait, the ocean doesn't drink. I'm like the fish. I like plastic. Before you try and tell me and be like, no one, I don't think the fish likes plastic. I'm like, you ever see those fish eat them plastic bags and other plastic materials? I have. If they didn't like it, they wouldn't eat it. I don't like to eat rocks. I'm not out here eating rocks most of the time. You'd be like, you know what? I think there's some flaws in your logic. Because they're dumb little fish and they're eating plastics and plastic material and plastic byproduct. And most of the time when they're eating it, they don't even know they're eating it. They think it's some other sea creature that looks like that fish that they normally eat, but it's actually just a big old hunk of plastic. And it's like, maybe. But I think that's just a skill issue. And that's okay. And also, I may just be sitting here looking at the ocean, thinking about how many textures are in that sea and how long I spent drawing the ocean. It's been so long drawing it. I'm still not good at it. Oh. You know, one thing that still eludes me to this day is drawing water. Drawing water is hard. I don't care what anybody says, because it's a liquid and I don't know how to draw a liquid. And it's like, well, it's like a lot of like rounded. It's like, how do you draw something that doesn't have a shape and give shape to it? And it's like, well, no one, you put it in a container just like anything else. It's like, yeah, but like liquids are a shapeless mass. And then they're not even like, oftentimes not even like a thick, like viscous liquid mass either. It's like, what do you mean thick and viscous? Like, you ever see like slimes and other gelatinous creatures? And it's like, they're liquid, but they have shape. And it's like, that makes more sense. Like a slime, a water, a sleek texture. Like I can wrap my head around that to a certain extent. But it's like, yo, how do you just draw like a pool of water on the ground? And it's like, well, you get the blue crayon and you just start scribbling all over the place. And it's like, that doesn't look like water. It doesn't. It just don't look like water to me. I want it to look like water. I want it to be accurate. There's all the light refractions, what's underneath it, and if it's murky, and if it's Gatorade, or I may say Gatorade because I'm drinking out of an empty Gatorade bottle that's literally just filled with water for the microplastics. Anyways, liquids are hard. I wish I was good at drawing them. I gotta draw them more. Also, I gotta familiarize myself more in depth with my digital tools. Oh my god, wait. Talking about digital things. The Amazing Digital Circus ended in the finale. I saw it in theaters and then it came out again 2 weeks later. And I saw it again on YouTube and it's so good. And I cried a little and I'm sad that it's over. And it's like, no, what the hell is the Digital Circus? The Digital Circus, I'm not going to say any spoilers because it came out yesterday and you can go and watch it whenever you want now. But the Digital Circus is a funny little cartoon made by funny little people on the internet, not made by some studio. It's just a bunch of people that just wanted to make a story in a little cartoon and they worked at it for 3 years. Actually, more than 3 years if you go into like writing, character design, and like all the off-screen, off the budget stuff. But technically 3 years, and it was amazing, as the name implies, because it is the Amazing Digital Circus. But it was an amazing show. Very short, very indie, very internet series, and it's over. It makes me sad, but it's okay because the ending is good. But it also makes me upset because I go online and everyone's complaining about the ending, and I was like, that's the most perfect ending I ever seen. And the show blew up with like millions of people watching after the first episode 3 years ago. And what's even more upsetting about the ending, not even to me, it's just upsetting to a lot of people, is that a bunch of people are like, oh my god, we predicted this. It's like, yeah, of course you predicted it. There's a million people guessing the ending. A few of them's gonna be right every single time. Every single time. Any popular media, it's just like, and there's millions of people watching, reading, or invested in it. A few of them are going to make some comments. A few of them's going to make some videos. A few of them's going to make some posts. And they're going to be like, oh, I bet you this is how it ends. I've read like 2 books and I saw somebody else online talking about it. But it's my own original thought now. And it's just one of those things to where I'm like, wow. Good job. You either copied somebody else's idea, like a little cheater. A little cheater, you. Always cheating. Always taking others' ideas. Or you guessed it with everybody else that also guessed it, and I don't know, here's a cookie. I wish I had I could pick up my arms and hold a cookie and then jam it in my face. Or a face. Also, I wish I had a cookie. Also, another thing. I always feel like my segue is always just like me just saying also and another thing. But that's also another thing. Did I do that one on purpose? Maybe. Maybe that was just me just not realizing that I'm already chopped and cooked and washed and fried and all the other words. That means you are done. I forgot the words. I forgot the words I was gonna say. I was gonna say something. I got so preoccupied with a chop cooked, chop fresh. Oh yeah. Last time I played this game, it just said Dredge, but now it says the complete edition because I bought the DLC when it was on sale. You know what's crazy? After I beat Dredge, the DLC came on sale like 2 weeks later, and I'm like, we just had like a half of a week, I think, where we just had Dredge all day, every day, or as long as we could every day. There were like 3 hours, 4 hours a pop, 3 or 4 of them, but they were daily streams and they lasted a long chunk of time. And I feel bad because I was like, oh my god, all I'm doing is fishing and dredging and pulling up metal, and I'm just like doing the most boring thing, and I'm like checking my crab traps, and people are coming in and they're like, wow, this is indeed fishing. This is very fishing indeed. And I'm like, yes, this is a boat game to where we fish and we look for eldritch horrors, but mainly we fish. We cast, we lure, we put out nets, we cast other nets. We drag nets across the ocean bed. We put big old crane in ocean bed. We dig around. We pump for oil. Wait, we don't do that last one. And then we get sunk by monster. The beast, they come. Anyways. I need to think. I need caffeine. So I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm going to caffeine real quick. I'm gonna go steal an energy drink. And I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna slurp on that just a little bit. But it's okay, because the energy drinks aren't far. They're not far, they're not far. The journey is short. It's to the fridge and back. Not to the moon. Not to Pluto. Not to Saturn. Not to the sun. Not to the next galaxy or quasar. Nope. Just a few hops and a skip to the fridge. I'm gonna go do that real quick. I'm gonna hop skip to the fridge and steal a monster. And I just scratched my head and it hurt. And I'll be back to talk about more movies that I want to see. Okay. The strangest thing just happened. So, you know, when you get like a can of soda and it's like, oh, there's like the tap and you just lift it and it pops open. Yeah, it did not do that. It did not do that for me at all. It um it opened backwards. And you'd be like, no one, um when you open a can of soda and there's a little pull tab and you pull on it, what do you mean it opened backwards? Like, did it lift up? Did you push the tab instead of pull? It's like, how did you open a can backwards? It's like, it opened on the wrong end. You know, like how on the can there's like the big old circle, and it's like you want it to open by the bottom of the circle, and you know where your lips would go, and it would like naturally funnel out of the can. And it's like, yeah, I'm following. It didn't do that. It opened like at the base of the tab, but the metal was like too thick and like warped, and it was like not opening. And so what I had to do was I had to perform a quick surgery on my can, and I just grabbed a flathead screwdriver and I just kind of just like worked my way around it, and I just kind of had to make it open the right way, which was really hard because it was really warped and really thick, and it didn't want to open because whatever cut this thing, whatever machine was supposed to do it, sucked. Ugh. 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 Oh my god, that's vile. I said strawberry. Ugh. Oh my god. I've never had this energy drink before. I stole it from my brother. And it's vile. It's like normally I'm used to like the bitterness of Red Bull and how vile that is, but this is like a whole new level of vile. And it's one of those energy drinks where you're like, oh my gosh, this tastes so good. It's so good, Nolan. Have you ever had sour strips? That is actually a flavor I saw. One of my friends did get it, and they were like, "You want to try this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want sour strips." And let me tell you, sour strips is a like sour strip candy as a flavor for an energy drink sounds like it would make your heart explode and your blood sugar would just turn into sugar. Like your veins would just clog and just like turn into like gelatin or like a slurry of just liquid and sugar by drinking it, because it would. But I got too lost into the sugar talk. But essentially no, I forgot what I was saying. Where am I? Who are we? What are we doing? What is that? What's happening? This drink is vile, and it's just Monster, and it apparently it just says strawberry shot as a flavor, and I didn't realize that, and it's vile, and it makes me want to die, but I'm still gonna keep drinking it. My bad, I was just talking to somebody real quick. Yeah, I'm just streaming because I was dying. I was tired. Also, I had to perform like little surgery on that can because I had to like get a screwdriver to get it open because it was super warped. The can. The tab was all messed up. Like it opened backwards, and I'm like, why? Yeah. I had to do can surgery. Hold up. They didn't turn off the light, and it's blinding me. I'm being blinded by the lights. That's a song. Technically, there's a song for everything because these artists just can't stop naming everything off of songs, or they ran out of words. I'm going with the ran out of words because there's so many people making songs to where you can do any combination of words and it just be song. Oh, definitely tastes better. 15 calories versus the 220 of a Monster.
Yes, but that smaller can or cap.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up. B.
What's B12? Every time I hear B12, you ever see that American Dad episode where they make the boy band, but they're like, we're gonna make the ultimate boy band. We'll take 3 other boy bands and put them all together, and because each boy band is 4 boys, because that makes a boy band, we're gonna call it B12. And now I just think there's 12 boy bands in here.
It's like
Knew it.
I'm gonna hype it up, so you're gonna be disappointed. Except I'm gonna.
Did you go to Dunkin'?
Finally get your.
I did get a bagel. Thank God I didn't eat yet. Ah, damn, the dog ate my frickin' bagel. No, I was mainly hassling about the bagel because I'm like, I started talking about food, and I really don't want to start talking about food. Don't worry, I'll get it. I'll get it. I got a bagel and a wrap. I'm gonna wrap my bagel in a wrap. I'm dissecting the wrap and wrapping my bagel in a wrap, and you're like going, stop performing surgery on your food. It's like, no, and I gotta put this can of energy drink in the fridge. All right, I'm picking up momentum here on this stream. I feel like I started this stream off a little slow because A, I was tired, B, I just woke up, and C, I've been like pulling all-nighters doing that stupid thumbnail, and I'm realizing it's only gonna be up for like 3 streams, and then it's gonna be archived forever. Also, I'm gonna add like some numbers and junk. Drew Scriber, thank you, Bitty Bud. Also, hello. I'm sorry for the inconvenience earlier, Bitty Bud. And, my computer dying. And the stream ending. I'm gonna eat this breakfast wrap. Or it's not really a breakfast wrap. It looks like hash browns and some type of sauce. Combined with some egg. I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna hit this right here. The eating screen. So you know I'm shoveling into my mouth like a gluttonous little fiend. Oh, I thought you plugged a power cable directly to a PC. I mean, like you do. That's where the cable's supposed to go. But obviously, you gotta go with wireless cable. You gotta send the power over the 5G waves that are brainwashing you. I'm commencing food eat. As we speak, I'm chewing. And soon I will be choking because I'm talking. You know, I don't know when Nikola Tesla died, but that was like one of the things he wanted to do was he wanted to make power cables obsolete, and he just wanted to have all the power be wireless. Wireless power? What's up? What did you need? Did you want the breakfast wrap? All right. You wanted to take my food. But I was already halfway through eating the breakfast wrap. My wrap. Oh, I got scared. I thought my computer turned off. You also may be curious. No one, why are we just sitting here doing nothing and fishing fish? And it's like, well, it's a chat segment. We're talking. Well, I'm talking. You're sitting there wondering why this mental patient's sitting here talking about performing can surgery and doodling water and the amazing digital circus, and now it's over, and now he's gonna cry like a little loser. A little loser with feelings. Yo, chicken sandwich. I never thought about mincing bird meat to be like cow meat to make hamburger. I mean, like I've definitely had the chicken minced into hamburger, but I don't know. I feel like it'd be different to put the whole chicken in the meat grinder and turn it all into hamburger meat and then cook it as a patty. I have had the deep fried chicken put into strips and then put between buns and then a bunch of other stuff. You know, that's just any Chick-fil-A order or McDonald's. You go to Mickey D's and you're like, yo, I want a chicken sandwich. Mmm. It's so good. And then the other place is like Chick-fil-A. And it's like a regional place in like America. There's like a bunch of them like down south in America. And that's one of those places where I'm like, yo, if you're not from America and you go to America and you happen to land in one of the airports like down south and they do have Chick-fil-A's, you should get yourself a chicken sandwich. You'll enjoy it. I'm not gonna tell you it's the greatest thing you'll ever eat, but it's food. It's great. Everybody enjoys chicken. Unless you're allergic to chicken. In which case, I think you're lying to me. Nobody's allergic to chicken. Anyways, someone had a pic of me eating a pizza with ketchup in school, and people kept asking me if I ate cereal and ice cream and chocolate, etc. with ketchup. I mean, like, that's weird, but it's not the weirdest thing. Putting a little bit of ketchup, unless you, like, drowned it in ketchup. But screw them, ketchup's good. There's ketchup sandwiches. There's ketchup chips. Hold on, I'm still eating. Alright, one sec. Alright. I'm gonna throw out my wrapper. Also, if you can watch clips. You know what sucks? I want to watch clips now in my life as like doing content and crap. And I don't know how that is because I tried doing it before and I got lit up by the algorithm being just like, yo, don't try putting URLs in chat. That never ends well. But I always wanted to watch clips and like, you know, just goofy random internet videos, but it's like copyright. And we're just like screaming fair use, and it's just like I don't get it. I don't get it. I can't sit here and enjoy a good YouTube funny haha video with strangers on the internet and record it. And I'm sorry, my brain died for a second. And record it and, you know, just have like a little bit of that on the side. Will I do everything else original? You know, there's entire channels to where people are just like sitting there and they're just like, ha 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 ha. That guy fell. But and I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. There's things happening in my life. Construction noises. But, also the Twitch clips. I can definitely look at my own Twitch clips. Like, I think I can do that right now, actually. Wait, I want to look. Go to content. Let me go to clips. The fishy fish. Did I say fishy fish already? Like, is that a thing I did 30 seconds ago? You also may be curious. No wonder why we just sitting here doing nothing and shit are fishing fish. It's like, well, it's a chat segment. We're talking. Well, I'm talking. That's me right there. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to watch my own clip live on stream. Live mentally ill behavior right now. I'm just looking at it. I'll just drag it over so you can admire this. That's all it is. And you're like, Noah, how meta is this? You're watching yourself. It's like these noises are something else. Holy crap. You also may be curious. No wonder why we just sitting here doing nothing and shit are fishing fish. It's like, well, it's a chat segment. We're talking. That was not talking. Whatever that was that came out of my mouth, that was not talking. Ads. All right, hold up. Go. Yo, you sounded unintelligible. That's because I was eating. That's ridiculous. Viddy bud, I'm so happy you caught that moment because I didn't even realize I did that shit. I didn't even realize I did that. That's like when people are like, you should make your own clips, you should do your own clips, no one, they'd be so great. I'm like, you know what, you're right. And then I'll comb through like 9 hours of content at like 50% speed. And I'm like, none of this is hitting. None of this is hitting. And that one, oh my god, that's absolutely crazy. I'm gonna send that to someone later, and it's just gonna I could honestly just make that a soundboard thing. Honestly, I'm so tempted to, because that is so ridiculous. Just the noises, and then it's just like fishy fish, and then more unintelligible noises. You know, that was right behind the clips of me talking about Mario breaking into my house and destroying my Nintendo Switch 2. But then instead of, you know, me talking about Mario busting up my Switch, I talking about him busting in general. And then it was just like, whoa, that was weird. I'm not going to say it because I know you were probably there and you're probably the one that made the clip. But, we're done talking about this topic of conversation. You know, let's talk about that stream too. That stream got get cut short and we didn't get to play the entirety of Odyssey that day too. God, everybody loves Mario Odyssey. Such a good game. You know what's crazy? There is so much good stuff coming out this year. So much good stuff. Like, at the beginning of this year, I was like, yo, like, just off, like, the spring of 2026 lineup for content, for, like, movies, games, and everything, I was like, yo, I'm like, this is so amazing for 2026. 2026 is just, like, I don't know what happened in, like, the 80s and 90s and every, like, 6th year. But, like, I swear to God, when, like, the last number in the year ends with a 6, people just make bangers. Like, they made Sonic the Hedgehog, they made Mario, they made Zelda. Those were all the 6s, all right? Man, I should have been born or made in a year with a 6, but I'm not, because I got no age. I'm an ageless being. I'm a light on a screen. I'm a crappy little doodle whose arms don't move. I don't have hands. I don't want hands anyways. I don't have hands in this reality. I mean, like, in the other reality. Well, see? No hands. Wait, does that make it more impressive when I'm playing games? Because I don't got hands? Because I do it without hands? What am I playing with? My feet? I don't got feet either. That's right, you little freaks. You can't get off on me having feet because I got no feet. At least right now. All my little doodles I got feet, but you know, no feet. No hands. Wait, does that make me handy? Oh, I can park in the handicap spots. Spiny. Yo, I just kind of just like wriggle at the controller and it just kind of does what I want because it just feels bad for me. I got no hands or feet. Disclaimer, I actually do have hands and feet. I have those features that would make a person a person. Xbox or Switch button layout? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to go with Xbox. The Xbox button layout is good, but I like the I think Nintendo low-key cooks with their controllers. I mean, like, you'd be like, no one, 2 words, 3 words. Because it's not 2 words, 3 words. Joy-Con drift. And you'd be like, no one, Joy-Con's 1 word. I'm like, no, Joy-Con's 2 words jammed into 1 word to make a new word. But that's just 2 words. And you're not going to fool me, big Nintendo. Also, side note, for anyone watching, I'm going to say this a few times, but if you're in the Discord and you're like, no one, I want to see you play a game. We have a game suggestion channel, and I'm looking into doing that more. And the Steam Summer Sale is coming up. And so I'm going to get new games because discounts. And so if you're like, no one, I want this game and I have to buy it, I'm most likely going to play that game you want me to play if it's on sale so I can get it. And the summer sale's coming up in a few days. If there's a game, go to the Discord, type it in. I'll look at it after this stream. And I'll try and make it happen anyways. I have a Switch button layout. But for some reason, in some games, such as like Mario Kart, I have the Y button set to A and vice versa. You know, some people just like it like that. Some people are quirky like that. Some people play with the controller upside down. Some people play with the claw. Some people have claws. Some chuds, when they play games on their Xbox, plug in a mouse and keyboard so they can just cheat. And that's my speech. Thank you. Vote for me for president so I can nuke everything. I will irradiate the world. The world will be wrapped in one big glowing green cloud of radiation that will melt the flesh off your bones. Will it feel good? No, but it won't feel bad because you won't feel anything. Because your nerves will be fried immediately in the nice big green cloud of a radiation that will be melting the flesh off your bones. It will bubble and sting a little. I lied about the pain. It will hurt a lot. Like a lot. You ever dreams where your teeth just fall out and your skin just melt? No? I'm glad we could have this conversation. No, I just wanted to throw that random bit in there after the clouds of face melting goodness after I become president. I had a dream where I shot down wasp nests like Splatoon. You know, that's not too far. I was watching a bunch of videos of people taking down wasp nests while I was doodling and doing my stream junk. And that's not inaccurate of people just blasting wasp nests with like foam and ooze and poison. You gotta poison little suckers. You'd be like, why poison? Wouldn't you want to just like cover them in foam and suffocate them? It's like, no. You see, if you douse them in poison or you douse the nest in poison, they walk in it, they like cover their nest in it, they like rub shoulders with the other wasps, they take it all the way to the top, they like move their kids around, it gets everybody. Chemical warfare, it get everybody. All the wasps getting the chemical warfare. They all get chemical. They all want chemical. We all love chemicals. Also, don't drink chemicals. You don't want chemicals. Wasps get chemicals. And you'd be like, no one, well, the wasp gets chemicals. And I don't. Because you're not a wasp. You're a little squishy pink or whatever color you are human being. I just think pink because it's like, you ever see those cloning movies and you see like the clone slide out of the vat and their skin's like super like raw and pink because they're covered in like the clone ooze and they're like newly born and their like skin's all wrinkly because they have that new fresh human smell. You hate it when you forget what you're going to say, Bitty Bud. That's half of my stream of me forgetting what I'm gonna say and then improvising new things to say and then remembering old things to say and then going back to that. That's half the stream. That's half the stream, Bitty Bud. And the words I was gonna say, and also hating body hair, but you know, that's okay. Body hair, you're okay. You're kind of icky and you make me go, ugh. But it's a natural thing. Also, pay respects to Oliver Tree. Yo, that sucks. I think we just need to pass a law to where celebrities and people who make things aren't allowed in helicopters. I don't know what's up with all these helicopters going down. It's like, no one, there's been more helicopters crashes. No. But a lot of famous people seem to die in helicopters that people like. And so we think we should stop this. Vote me president. I'll ban helicopters. Anyone who tries taking off in a helicopter, we'll shoot it down and make it explode. Helicopters will terrorize us no more. But you know what also sucks most about Oliver Tree dying is the fact that his songs are going crazy viral and all his old clips and all the little goofy things he's made over the years that everybody ignored. Everyone's going through it and they're all looking at it and they're all going like, wow, I wish he was still around doing music. And it's like, yo, he was around. You all ignored him. He was around forever, and now he's gone. You're appreciating him because he's gone, which is beautiful. But also, I'm like, how come we can never show this much love when they're alive? It just sucks. It just sucks. Oh, one day a bunch of people will be like, wow, I remember no one before he burst into a big fireball and got turned to charcoal. And just spontaneously combusted. And he did this funny dredge stream. And he did that other funny thing. And then he did a backflip and broke his neck. And then he spontaneously combusted. And that was low-key a little funny too. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah. And people just go back and they just look through all this goofy crap. And they're like, wow. That was goofy crap. But it was good, goofy crap. But I think we all hope for that. But you know what? On another note of the absolutely depressing thoughts of, you know, the inevitable end of your existence, is that there is a skeleton inside of you, inside of all of us. And he just wants to come out and say hi. And we'll never be able to appreciate that goofy little skeleton that I know that's inside of you. That just wants to come out and say hi. And be Halloween decoration. Or bone broth, whichever one happens first. And you'd be like, no one, are you gonna boil my bones and turn it into a broth, a soup? No. Did you believe my lie? Did it work? Do they believe I'm not making human broth soup bone? Wait. Reverse that. Human bone soup broth? Wait, no, I shuffled it again. You know what? Just shuffle those words in a manner that makes the most sense. All right. Now that we have shuffled those words in a way that makes the most sense. And you'd be like, no one, you didn't do anything. It's like, it happened. All right, it happened. All right. It definitely happened. Because if it didn't happen, I'd have to do the work. And I don't want to do the work. Don't make me do the work. Oh, I gotta like do all this reading at the beginning. I gotta like do all like the tutorial crap. I'm not even in the game yet. Apparently one of the DLCs is an oil rig, and I want to pump oil into the ocean to kill all the Cthulhu creature monsters. Also, I don't know how to get the good ending for this game. I do want to try and get that, but I think I'm just gonna end up getting the bad ending again. Because I suck. Not at fishing. I'm great at fishing and upgrading the boat, but like in the whole stopping apocalypse and like, you know, making sure people don't just die. I'm not so good at that. Anyways, I'm gonna drink more water. Drink your water. Hydrate right now. We're gonna start. We're just about in an hour. Are we at about an hour? Yeah, we're just in a little over an hour. We're gonna start. We're gonna get those fishy fish swimming around. I'm gonna kidnap them from their homes and sell them. I'm gonna sell their bodies. Not before I hit them over the head, knocking them into the afterlife, knocking them all into fish hell. And you're like, no one. When you fish up a fish, why are you sending them to fish hell? It's like, you think fish go to heaven? You think they go to heaven? You know what they do down there? Because I don't. But it's probably not good. They're going to fish hell, and I'm sending them to all the fish hell. I'm sorry, that was mean. A few of them's probably going to little fish heaven to be with fish Jesus. And to be like, no, there's no such thing as fish Jesus. Well, God forbid fish have a religion. Alright? And they have morals and values. Except for the crabs. They don't have morals and values. The crabs are purely out there for the love of the game and eating everything they can get their dirty little claws on. They'd be like, yo, what's up with this crab hate? I don't hate on the crabs. I love the crabs. They're delicious. But they do what every bottom feeder does, which is eat everything. Also, I can't get that clip of that one crab mother just eating all her young. She was just like, she's like guarding her eggs. And they all start to hatch, and she's like, oh, hell yeah, baby crabs. And then she just starts eating them like potato chips. It's crazy to me. It's crazy, crazy, crazy to me. That an animal can guard their young and then just be like, yo, my eggs hatched. It'd be like... And then they just start chowing down. It's crazy. It's crazy. 87 days it took me to beat the game. 87 glorious fishing days. That's our boat. Job listing, angler wanted. Yo, this hits so different knowing the ending of the game. And how we're just in one big time loop. The morning light fills your eyes and you try to sit upright. You're laying on the cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. Oh, I gotta like click junk. The short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. Ugh. This man could benefit from a beard immensely. Welcome. Wait, oh, I already messed up. I'm 2 paragraphs in, I already messed up. Anyways, welcome to Greater Morrow. I must say, quite the dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Did you not see the lighthouse? I was shining right at you. Oh well, I'm glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. The boat was hopelessly damaged, but I have a few of the locals move your things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later and discuss in more detail. I thought that was narrative and not him speaking for a second. I'll let you get out of there. I can't talk. I'll let you get out of there to catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo while the light's still bearing down. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back by sundown before the fog rolls in. Keep an eye on the time. It gets real creepy out there. But the time creeps up on you. Yes, it does. Also, that guy looks like Twitch PFP. Does he? You know what? You're a little right. Use the WASD key to turn. Yeah. I like the little cross on top of the boat because I never realized there was a little cross on top of the boat. Wait, rotate the camera. Lights. Hit F to start fishing. I have fish. Z to rotate. Wait, no. Z is to discard. Ooh, spin that fish! Yo, we playing spin fish? Spin the fish. All the teenagers are doing it now. Hold up, wait, hold on. Be a little smaller. What if I like chilled up here? This be weird. Yeah, that'd be weird. I just don't want to take up a lot of the space for whatchamacallit. Actually, wait a second. I want to try something. I want to try doing something a little kooky, a little crazy, a little impromptu. Did I shrink that? No, I didn't. Nope. Okay, I thought maybe I could like adjust the screen to like shrink down my game PFP. Why did I say game PFP? Like it was like a background or something. No, no, I thought I could maybe like adjust it so you could see me doing like inventory management. But nah, I can't. And that sucks. Yeah, all right. Resume. Oh wait, there's more fish. But also, oh yeah. Ooh, wait. Gotta adjust this, but anyways, what is the fee chasing game? Yeah, wait. You're right. You are just paying for your we're just getting Animal Crossing to where we just Tom Nook's just like scamming the hell out of us. Oh hell. I didn't even realize this game was one of those games where you're literally just trying to make rent. You know, it's a crazy thought. The fantasy that some people have to where they're like, wow, it must be so nice to like live in a boat. And it's just like, nah, living in a boat feels like it suck. A little. Because it's like, yeah, like it is really nice, but it's like when winter rolls around, or when it's not summer, or when there's a storm, or when you need to like, you know, empty the septic tanks, you know, where all your turds go. And you're like, no, when you poop in a boat, it goes to the ocean. It's just like, I think that depends on the boat. A floaty buoy, it serves to mark safe passages and past dangerous rocks and obscure hazards. Dim light also provides a brief respite in the gloom of the night. Yo, I'll bump that buoy. The shallows. I can't fish there. What about here? Yo, look at this big lad. That's a large lad right there. I mean, like, he's not that big. You know, I've seen bigger. I've seen bigger. I'm not jealous of the fish and how large he is. Who'd be jealous of a fish? And how large they were. Are continue to be. It just the shallows. What does this mean? You don't have the right equipment. But I want to fish. Ooh. What is it? Yellow? Wait, that's a trophy. Ooh. One mackerel. I've never had a mackerel before. I don't know what. You know, you ever be playing a game and you're just like, ow. Have I ever like interacted with that thing before in my life? Like, I'm trying to think of something. You know, the game will just take like an everyday thing or like a word that you hear every day and it's just like, yeah, we specialize in this and it gives you superpowers and you're like, wait, do I even use lipstick? The answer is no. And I wouldn't say chapstick. I'm not secretly smearing lipstick all over myself. Also, use your lights by holding E and toggling them. You can also use the mouse. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's a good time. That was really creepy with the horn also blaring off in the distance. Okay, every time I move, the clock moves. Okay. You stepped on the dock. A greater marrow. The mayor is waiting nearby. Oh, I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel. Yours to own, of course. I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan. But I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So to recap, you need to sell fish to the local market, pay off your debt, and in turn keep the population fed. Satisfactory? Selling fish helps the town and pays off my debt. Got it. Off you go then. Sell those fish while you're still fresh, or they're still fresh. Yeah, fish go bad. We have to sell fish. You enter squalid shacks. Wait, no, you enter a squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fill the air. Flies a buzzing haphazardly around a downcast man behind the counter. How downcast he is. Those are eyes that have given up on hope. Or dead fish eyes. Whichever one. Anyways, I'm so tiny. I look over and I'm like, I'm so small. Look how small I am. Such a little guy. Anyways. You're the new fisherman. Huh? Why they made a new one so fast? Or found a new one. I was gonna say, they made me. Was I made? Wait, yes I was. Anyways. What happened to the other one? It takes a certain type of person to last out here. It's not a life for everyone. Anyways, to business. I'll pay you for your fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are just worth more too. Other towns on the islands might pay you different, but while you're still got a debt outstanding here, I'd suggest you work on paying it off first. Let's see what you've got. Sell it all. Oh, wait, I got fishing slots. I got extra fishing slot. I got more motor slot. I can get more motor. Hell yeah, I need to get more motor. Hold up, I gotta go get more motor. Well, anyways, let's see what you got. The mayor is standing outside the fishmonger store. Fine, take my money, you vulture. Excellent work. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide this town's food. Look here. I found this down by the dock. I'm sure someone like you can make use of it. Why don't you take it? I'll take it. I'll send it to storage. Oh, and one last thing. Our local shipwright mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ships. Pay her a visit. All right. Yo, no one, what's up? Wait, yo, none? No, that's yo, no one. As you walk into the yard, you see the shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. She looks up at you briefly before turning back to her work. I get a sip of water. I unscrew the cap while narrating everything. Also, Blitz, hello. You know, you're so weird because I saw B and my brain was like, yo, that's Biddy Butt talking, but I'm like, no, that's Blitz. Also, hello, Blitzo. Hope you've been well. Hold up. Ew, I just had like a hair in my mouth. Ugh. Anyways. You must be the new fishman. That is me. Fishman. Definitely not fisherman. And I totally did not butcher the word fisherman and call myself a fishman. No siree. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favors around here. Payment is upfront and everything takes some time to install. Also, if you take any damage from the rocks or any other damage, I can patch it up mostly. She shrugs and gestures towards the hull she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards as well above the waterline are splinters and scratched. take a look around. Just remember, the bigger the equipment, more time it takes to install. Okay, first things first, I need, how much is a motor? Okay, shallows. Both these rods suck. So, hold up, wait, I'm not looking at chat, I'm sorry. Buy, install new motor. And that motor low-key a little stinky. And yeah, both of those suck a little. Wait a second. Was there nets? No, there's no nets. Chip remaining loan. 26 bucks. Anyways. Hello, Blitzzone. Welcome. Alright, wait. I'm having a good day, Blitzo. I hope you are having a good day. I'm at the beginning of Dredge. So we're just doing tutorial stuff right now. The game's just telling us how it works, how we sell fish, how we upgrade the boat, how we go out, how the cycles work. The gameplay loop, essentially. But we have our storage for our extra crap that we store, like extra, wait, cabin? Ooh, encyclopedia of all the fishy fish that we've caught. Oh, look at the encyclopedia. I want to return to town. I want to research. See, we got like a little crappy research part, so that means we can get stuff. So I can like research something like this. The hydraulic rod. Or the extra boat parts or pots, nets. No, I can't do nets yet. Also, all the people in this game look like they're dying. Can I research that? No. I should probably get a better fishing rod, but I want to get this. I like this. This is a good machine right here. That is a good fishing machine that I want to get. All right, so we've researched new fishing lines, so we can buy that at the shop. You know what I'm gonna do? I want to do some night fishing. This isn't gonna go horribly at all. There's not gonna be any sharks that eat me. Oh, it's really dark out here. Oh my god, it's super dark. Squibs! Look at my squibs. I should get jealous of all my adorable little squibs. Oh yeah. Look at me kidnap all these fish from the ocean. They're all just chilling in the ocean, living their lives, and I'm stealing them. I'm stealing them from their homes. They're mine now. Exposed to fog or other increase your panic. Bright lights and sleep will reduce it. So my guy's just freaking the hell out because it's dark. And we don't even got Eldritch Horrors yet. Alright, we'll sleep. I'll let him sleep. Oh, I had a special order come in through a customer. You want to fulfill it? Tell me what the order is. 1 Gulf flounder and 1 gray eel. Just bring them to me. Also, you're gonna need a rod that can handle the shallow waters. Fish in order to catch those, the shipwright should be able to help you sort it out. Also, not all schools of fish are the same. Some contain abnormal species. Sometimes you can even just tell by looking at them at the surface. Ooh. I like how this guy is just dead on the inside. Let me sell all my fish. Sell. Sold 4 fish, we made 40 bucks, but we slept, so they're a little rotten. They're a little spoiled. I forgot in this game you can only fish up so many fish, and then you gotta like sell them off because they'll just rot. The cabin. The pursuits. 1 flounder and 1 eel. Shallows, shallows. What do I have? Coastal. Okay, okay. We're gonna get this craptastic rod right here. Just to have, you know, just to like, you know, be able to fish in different spots. So there's certain fishing spots where I haven't been able to fish yet. And it's essentially just, what's the word I'm looking for? I gotta sneeze. Like right here, it's like, wow, you can fish here with a coastal or a, what's it called, fishing rod. Oh my god, I hadn't do that for so long. You need like different fishing rods to fish in different parts. So like I need like a big deep sea like fishing line to get into the deep sea. For deep sea fishing. I'm not sure if I said how deep it was, but it was very deep. Look at my flounder. Isn't it amazing? He's so round and square. He's so square. He's such a square little lad. Square lad. I don't know why I'm just saying square lad, but he's a square. He takes up the perfect space of a square. And he's a perfect disc. He's such a good disc, actually. I'm thinking about using him as a dinner plate. Also, would it be wrong of me to use a flounder as a dinner plate? Or is that just like weird to where you're like, yo, I'm tired of using my plates. Whoops. Alright, I got 2 eels. I got some flounders. Falling back. Oh. Wait, there's a glowy thing. I want it. I want it so bad. Oh, I just pulled on my hair. That hurt. Can I dredge? I can't even do the thing the game's named after yet. Oh, that sucks. That sucks so bad. Oh, right. I don't even have like the little dredging machine. See, I don't even have like the crane on the back yet. Yes, I have your fish. It's the game just kind of telling us how to do missions. The fishmonger wraps up the fish and hands you some money. Good, good. Do nicely. I've got another order for you. A couple of squibs. A whole black grouper. I don't see many fishing stupid these days. Fishing squibs. No one's fishing squibs these days. They only feed at night. And well, you know what happens at night around here. Good luck. Squibs. I need a bigger, brighter net. We'll head out, get some fish, go back, sell said fish. So slow. Our boat's so slow. It hurts. Not hurts, but it's like, remember last time I played, I was like, oh my god, our boat is like crazy fast, like to an absurd degree. And now we're slow. It's so weird after you beat a game and you come back and you're like, wow, our level is low. We do so low damage. We attack so slow. We walk so slow. How come we can't fly around like we used to? You know? The difference between the beginning of the game and the end of the game. Storage, trader, rest, research, undock. Where is this? Ooh, the black grouper. This is what I needed. Wait, ain't I needed squibs? Wait, I got them both. You know what? I think that's a hell yeah right there. That's a hell yeah. We can fit a whole extra squib right there. Look at all this squib we're fitting. We're fitting so much squib, and it'd be like, stop saying squib. No. You can't make me. You can't make me give up on the squib life. Oh, okay. I guess when we go crazy, rocks start appearing out of nowhere. Is that the foghorn? Yeah, I see there's another boat out there, but I know better. I played this game before. You can't fool me, other boat. I know you're not actually a boat. A hunched woman approaches you from the steps to the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern and visible apprehension, aversion. She's just disgusted with you because we smell a fish. Why are you here? Come to fish? Come to see the area? Come to fish? There's nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favor and move on. He turned and shuffled back along the path that leads to the light. I got your squib. And I got your flounder. He wraps it up, gives you your money. I don't think you had it in you. Night vision is a tall order. I'll let you know when I get some more fish in. For now, on to business as usual. Buy my fish. The mayor is walking quickly towards you. He seemed to be in a good mood, with a spring in his steps. Fantastic news. Thanks partially to your efforts, Greater Mirror is growing. Our town is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. In fact, I've granted a consent for the shipwrights to expand her I've granted consent for the shipwright to expand her facilities. The old dock, dry dock operation again. Okay. I've also allocated some money to improve the fishmongering service. You might have something to talk to you about soon. Keep up the good work. We're glad you chosen to be here with us. We can now make sufficient improvements to your vessel here. Hooray! Give me a cannon. Just put it on top of my boat. I want to blow up Cthulhu. Anyways, we're talking about extra space, some attachment points for equipment, and some even a superior hull. You'll need a decent stock of hard materials for these projects, lumbers, metals, that sort. How do I get the material? There's plenty of decent material around the coast, from various shipwrecks and the likes. I'm sure you'll find a way to get them. Material assigned towards upgrading here will be sorted, so don't even worry about it. Alright, we gotta get some metals, some lumber, some light space, some nets, some other stuff. Remember, you don't have all the materials at once. You can store whatever you need here at the dry dock. Alright, here we go. One light. Install. Go back to town. You rest. The mayor. Oh, just the person I was hoping to see. Will you be setting out and sailing east toward Little Marrow? I got you a package to deliver there. I'll deliver that. Easy peasy. The mayor hands you a small, damp package bound in string. It drips slightly. The dock worker will pay you upon delivery. Please be quick about it. I don't want it to spoil. Don't forget to check your compass and map if you get lost. We have a map? Oh my god, we have a map. Wait. Oh my god, the DLC really expands the area. Holy crap. Before it was like, this was like the edge out here. They added a lot. Oh my god, that's a lot. Okay, so I guess what's it called? The foghorn has other uses besides just what's it called? Just making noise and just being a fun thing to hit. Like, it has to have a use like detecting monsters or something, right? Got to. It's gotta be like a monster detector, or like helps you avoid rocks or something, right? No way the foghorn is just noisemaker supreme. And you're just yelling at the ocean with a horn. Oh, what, a delivery? Let's see here. He tears a small hole in the paper, peeks inside. Can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from your view. Yeah, nice and fresh. Look nicely. I'm to pay you, I suppose. Oh, he gave us 25 bucks. I was given this old book a few weeks back, but didn't make much of it. It didn't make much sense to me, at least. You'll surely get more use out of it. He pulls a book from his back pocket and hands it to you. A number of pages are folded over. Keep it in your cabin. Perhaps you can read it while you're on the water. Stop by for chat anytime. I know how lonely it can be out there. Ooh, the cabin. What does it do? Sustainable fishing. You have selected this book to read. We have unlocked the wonders of learning. You enter a brightly lit shop. It's packed with antiques. The shelves are full of jewelry and other baubles. An old man peers at you over silver spectacles. Hello? Is that? No. I don't believe we've met. Forgive my old eyes. They're not what they used to be. I specialize in antiques and jewelry. I'll purchase any special trinkets you have. Have you anything nice for me today? Nope. See ya. I ain't got nothing for you, old man. Ain't got nothing. Unfortunately. We'll put that there. I gotta find wood. You got some wood. I can't dredge that up. Which sucks. So I guess I'm just back to fishing. There we go. That was, ignore all the failures, alright? All those times I messed it up, those don't count. That didn't happen. All that goofy crap, to where I messed it up and I didn't pull up the fish, those didn't happen, okay? Get me oh, I depleted that water source fast. All right, let me dock. Let me fishmonger. Yo, I've been talking to you about a new business venture I've been considering. Crab pots. I've got one here for you. In fact, it's a bit banged up, but it could work. I'll send that to storage. Should be pretty straightforward. Just drop it in the ocean anywhere and then come back after a day or two and check up on it. Got a customer I got a customer after a fiddler crab and a common crab. Both species can be found around here. Alright. We can buy more crab pots, which is something I definitely do want to get. But these crab traps kind of suck, so I'm not going to get them. For now. One common crab, one fiddler crab, delivered package, fishmonger. Iron rig, the PAL reach. Yeah, we're not out there, so we can't do anything with that. Shipwright. Yo, you want to get a... Yo, if you wanted to get a bit more out of your engine, take a look through this book on the house. She pulls a book from a toolbox nearby and hands it to you. A few pages are stuck together with grease. Hell yeah. The wonders of learning. Alright, Storbage. Light. Fishing rods. Coastal. Shallows. Return. I guess I'll just keep heading out, get some more fish. What's that glow? The lighthouse tower above waves crashes endlessly against the perilous rocks below. All creatures, humans or otherwise, would have their brittle bones broken and thrown at its feet. You ponder the intrusive way, the strict powers of this structure, a vast column of stone shouldering the responsibility of countless lives. How long will it stand? How long until it decays? How long will it stand above? One grouper. Oh, I missed the trophy catch. I should not go beyond the buoys. That feels like I'm asking for trouble going beyond the buoys. You know, that does not feel like a wise idea to go beyond the buoys into the open ocean yet. Until I get a bigger engine or a big beam of light coming out of the sea. Look at that big spooky ass column of whatever that is. I found this book out back. It will be useful to you. Give me a crap pile. My sword. Alright, select crab pots and deploy it. They catch things over time, but needs repairs every so often. Turn around. The game's saying there's plenty of crab. So I guess we'll just kind of chuck it here. With a plenty of crab. Rest. Cabin. Reels and rigs. Engine and other junk. Alright. How am I supposed to progress this game? You know, the game's like, oh, you can use like the dry dock to like get material and crap. It's like, oh, how do I get materials and crap? You'll want a variety of tackles to catch all sorts of fish across the ocean. A single unlucky hit's enough to knock out an engine, and you wouldn't want that to be, you want to be without a motor when the fog rolls in. I guess you're right. Alright, alright. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Wish I had a better light on my boat, but, you know, whatever. We can always upgrade the flashlight on my boat later. Flashlight, headlights, lamps, floodlights? What type of boats lights are on a boat? Is it floodlights? Man, I want a nap. You ever just want to just do like Saturday just naps? In like the noon. In the noon. Not in the nude. In the noon. At the noon time. At noon o'clock. You just like, yo, I just want to like just rest my head and just nap and sleep. In the noons. Ooh. 10% chance to reduce fish stock when catching. Wait, 10% chance to not reduce fish stock when catching a fish with a rod. Rods, reels, and rigging. Yeah, we're looking kind of full. Gonna go on back. God, there's something so satisfying about just kind of just like putting along with our little trolling motor. With our little motor that just kind of sucks, but that don't matter. We still love it all the same. Yo, I just realized, I think we're just waiting for the crab mission to wrap up. Maybe it was going to be the crab mission. It's like, well, we have the crab traps out, and they just kind of sit there until they get a crab, and we just kind of check them. We're not having much luck, but it's fine. It's whatever. We're gonna probably dock for the night at this other place. It's really important to stop where you can in this game. Not like stop like we're stopping, but like stop like take a break and go to the next day. I'm gonna set up before dawn. Setting out for the dawn, diddly dawn. Get some flounders. Oh yeah. Never have enough cash on hand. Ooh my god, the Cyclops flounder. A sprawling jellied mass of spills from a single eye socket, what appears to be a dark pupil, is in fact the center of an egg? Crazy. It's absolute madness that I just reeled that up at the beginning of the game. Holy crap. I thought I wouldn't start pulling up the freaky fish till later in the game. Also, we got our crabs. We'll leave that crab pot out here. We don't need it. Yeah, I'm gonna come back for that crab. We're gonna have to come back for that one. Got any crabs? Yes, I do. Here are your crabs. The fishmonger wraps up the crabs and hands you some money. That'll do. Glad you get some use out of these old pots. You can always buy more here or repair damaged ones at the shipyard. Something else you want? Nah, forget it. So, you got nothing to say about the freaky fish? Yeah, he had nothing to say about the freaky fish. He just accepted that freak fish, eyeball and all. I guess I should probably just go out and just get more cash, just build up some more capital while I can. There's no reason for me to just like, I don't want to say like buy these parts at the beginning of the game, because these parts at the beginning of the game are just kind of dog trash. Like, they're not very good ship parts at all. Something I want to check in the back here, because I remember there was something around the back of this island, and I'm like, my first playthrough, but I might have you know, a little stroke of genius. Where was it? Inspect. Boat husk here. Yeah, let's look inside. Ooh. Grab. Grab. Ring. Old chain. Well, there it is. Slab of rock with a fish carved in it. Bearing crude symbols of a carved fish at its base. You return with items for this later. Alright. Let's wrap around the island and get back inside the cove before the open water takes us. I would really hate for me to die as soon as the game really starts, we start getting into it. My dude's already having a panic attack at night. We're barely out here and you're already freaking out. Little drama queen. Pick up. Alright, my storage needs repairs. Put the wood in. We'll put the old chain, other junk in. Fishmonger. Fishmonger. Sell. Storage. Store. We got some repairs for equipment. 15 bucks. That's okay. We got a ton of cash. Where are we at with this? Progressing with that. Okay, let's make some upgrades. Dry dock. Anything that takes 2 wood? No. What this? A bit of cloth or bolts? Bolt of cloth? Metal scrap? Okay. Don't got any of that junk. Fisherman, have you run into a photographer on your travels? She docked here a few days ago for supplies. I suggest that she take some pictures of the town for promotional purposes, but she didn't even seem too interested. You mentioned she was heading south. Perhaps you should introduce yourself. Maybe I should. South. That's down, right? Can we zoom out more? Can like place little markers. Can I remove? I can remove! Slasher, hello and welcome. It's been a while. I hope you've been well. I'm just investigating the map right now in all its splendor. Also, I'm going to check up on my crab pots. Right now, the game wants me to go check up on this journalist. I'm a little bit more concerned on how to upgrade my boat to at this point, but being on this open water right now is really freaking me out a little bit because this is the first time this game I'm like, ooh, wait, cabin. What does rods and reels do, this passive? Rods will reel fish in 10% more efficiently. Oh, hell yeah. So we're just pulling up fish faster. I'm gonna dock here. Or there's something in this workshop. The workshop looks as though it hasn't been used in decades. Go inside. We're breaking and entering. Whatever's in this, it's mine. You enter, taking a moment to let your eyes adjust to the dim light. I remember there was something in here. You find some horrifying creations among the... What does this do? A symbol of the deep is carved into a small talisman. It sure draws the attention of those attuned to it. Install a... What does this do? The bony blades of this grotesque engine are driven by a pulsing heart. It beats in times with your own. The arterial... okay, we'll just send you to storage. I don't need to talk. I shouldn't say talk to the heart, but we don't need to be here. We got what we needed. We've explored a little bit. I've perused. I've looked. I've looted that shack up on that hill. But what's it called? Right now, I'm kind of in the game. I'm still very much in the beginning of the game, and I'm just trying to just like have fun, just kind of fishing, trying not to die. And can I use this yet? No, I don't have the dredge yet. When am I gonna get the thing? The game's the name of the game. The name of the game is Dredge. Oh, it's almost night. Oh hell, I gotta turn around. I gotta get the hell out of here. On open waters. I don't want to be in open waters at night. No siree. No one wants to be in open waters at night. Open waters at night is a bad time. Bad time. Bad time for all. I think I could maybe. Hold up, wait. Oh yeah, hook that crab pot into the water. I don't care what kind of Cthulhu creatures watch me wipe my butt in the middle of the night. I'm fishing up some squibs. I like fishing up squids at night. A little bit of squid fishing. I wanna be on this side of the dock. Yeah. Alright. I gotta sell the fish before they rot. Is this one? This one is worth more than this one because it's a trophy catch. He's way bigger. Oh my god, he's twice the size. I mean, like, he's not that impressive. Try not to act too impressed. You don't want the fish to get a big head. Alright, we gotta rest a little. Wake up a little bit before the dawn. So, in just about a day, we can travel from the Great Marrow to Blackstone Isle. Which kind of sucks, because it means we're kind of slow as hell. We want to get, like, down here to, like, the Gallow Cliffs or, like, the Stellar Basin. But I think we can, like, kind of just, like, jump down-ish, like this, along these islands. Maybe? I'm not sure if there's actual docks on these islands, but we definitely don't have enough motor power to actually get halfway before it turns night and we get 8. Because if we stay out at night, we're gonna get tipped, crushed, devoured, mind melted, flesh melted, drowned, and or some fate worse than death than just dying. That's the game plan right now. The game plan is to somehow squeeze more engine power out of our engine. Which means I need to use the little research part I got to get a better engine. Or a better pot. Which one of these is biggest? Four by 4, 5 by 4, 4 by 4. What does this do? The efficient, improved design. The crab pot should be more effective at catching creatures. Last longer. More space efficient. Allows the pot to hold more before being emptied. Yeah, give me that one. Buy a crab pot to dump into the water. All right. Let's undock. You know what? I'm just gonna chuck the crab pot out now. I want that passive income. I crave it. Ooh, a cerebral crab. Very bougie. Take all. Whoops. Pick up. We unlock the dredge. Is there a way for me to talk to the lighthouse lady? Yeah, all the fish are looking kind of picked clean too. Okay, yeah, I kind of started fishing all these fish to extinction a little bit. Yo, you have the grotesque fish to the fishmonger. He grins. He raises the fish up to his face before inhaling a deep, stuttering breath. Oh, now this is the sort of specimen to liven up my day. I wonder. He runs his fingers firmly along the length of the fish, as though feeling for something. He pushes from one side of its stomach, and a small shape can be seen against the bulging scales. He slices the fish open. From its stomach, he pulls a small piece of fabric and spreads it on the counter. The delicate patterned handkerchief. Ooh. Well, I've never seen anything like this before in all my days. I'll give you this. And I'll pay for the fish too, of course. It's not the first corrupt fish I've seen in these parts. Once beautiful handkerchief. Grotesque fish pattern. Oh, he sliced open my crab. A man looking at you through your cabin window. His face is mostly shadow. I know what you took to the fishermonger. And I'll be clear, I know he's extracting an artifact from it. I need to inspect it, but not here. Maybe a Blackstone Isle. Head out of the bay and cut south. I have business proposition that you'll want to hear. I'll be waiting for you. Okay. I am actually starting to get really tired, really sick right now, which really sucks because I really wanted the stream to go for like 5 hours today, and we might be back later tonight, maybe. I don't know, it's Saturday, it depends, but I need to like lay down and like chill and like get off my computer because I'm feeling super tired and sick. So for now, I want to thank you all so much for watching. We're going to definitely reuse the Dredge thumbnail for when we do this again, and I want to make more thumbnails like that in the future. But we got a Discord in the description down below to let you know when stream starts and there's any delays. I know these short 2-hour streams suck, I know, but we only got an hour of chatting and an hour of playing, which sucks. I hate it, but it's what happens sometimes. So for now, thank you for watching me just kind of fish, yap, chat, and also, man, I'm getting distracted. My dog's just going crazy right now. He's just barking, just stuff happening outside. He's just barking at it. Anyways, Discord in the description to let you know when stream starts and there's any delays, like dog barking, construction, my computer exploded, or I exploded. The reason will be there in the Discord. I try to stream every day. Last 2 days, haven't done it. I was working on the thumbnail and also just trying to figure out how to do other thumbnails and other junk. But anyways, that's besides the point. For now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will be back within, let's say, 18 hours. Yeah, 18 hours with more Dredge. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye to all of you. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of